Next up, we're gonna go through the importance of the experience in MSF, using your energy wisely, and how to find a starting alliance. Experience is the king. Experience is a limit to a lot of things in MSF. Bottleneck for upgrading characters and key to unlocking new game modes. Failing a campaign node loses energy without the experience, so risking is rarely worth it. Also, there are some traps in MSF. Sometimes the difficulty jumps a lot compared to the last node, and there are some additional mechanics for losing the nodes, but these are somewhat rare. When you get the chance to use 50 cores for 120 experience, you should take it. This probably applies to everyone under level 90, at least under level 80. You should buy 600 cores worth of energy each day, ISO 8, campaign and incursion, if it is sustainable for your core balance. Then let's talk about a term called Snowball effect. Basically, faster you get stuff unlocked, the faster you get rewards from it. Faster you get stuff, the faster you get more stuff. Just like in real life, whether it's money or women, the more you have it, the easier it is to get more. Let's say you hit level 55 2 days faster than you would otherwise. This is when you have scraped every energy that has been possible, and you unlock ISO 8 campaign 2 days earlier than you were about to. This means more than 1000 experience difference in the end. And the same applies to hitting the new incursion campaign at level 70. Let's say you are 4 days earlier here than someone else, would mean something like 2000 experience, along with the extra rewards that the campaign gives. Let's give a couple more tips regarding the campaign energy. Campaign energy is capped based on your level, and you regen 1 energy once per 5 minutes. You should never hit the cap, not even when you buy energy with cores, because it resets this 5-minute cooldown. If you cannot avoid hitting the limit, to avoid waste, buy energy as close to 1 5-minute cooldown of regen. One scenario when you actually need to hit the cap is when you are close to a scopely date change and you need, let's say, campaign energy for the next event that begins the next day. You should wait for the last 5-minute energy tick window and then use the 200 cores for energy and spend them as fast as possible after the day changes to get that regen going on again. Now, you might ask, does this really matter? Few energy here and there. And the answer is yes, it does matter. More is more. Although, if we want to be precise, this is maximum up to 6 experience per day. One insight from another game called Path of Exile. There are certain support characters that use items that give 3% increased experience instead of an item that would do something more. Also, the basic tip given to people how to level up faster is not to stay still. This applies here as well. But it isn't just only level up a little bit faster than the competition or unlocking an extra blitz character. The term snowball effect is that when you look at all the little things that you can do extra, in a few months' time the difference starts to show. In stock market language, this would be close to a term called compounding interests. Few facts to know about the timers. There are still few milestones that do not reset along with the Scopely day. Instead, they reset 3 hours after the daily reset. This overlapping allows you to complete the spent 1200 daily campaign energy milestone 3 days out of 4. The global blitz cooldown timer is also 3 hours late. This means if there is a blitz event coming up, you can do 9 free rotations in one day, if you saved 1 rotation from the previous day. There is a good likelihood that you will miss some of your sleep during the night if you get caught up with this. so I would not recommend this unless you are already suffering from sleep problems. Other thing that stacks to the next day is the Stark Tech Alliance credits. If you do not collect the boxes manually, they will be claimed automatically next day. This is useful to know when there's an Alliance event coming up that requires you to collect Alliance credits. And lastly, the starting Alliance. There are a few options to consider when trying to find one for yourself. First, if you are able to find an alliance with like-minded people with the same level of commitment to the game, pick that one, regardless of their alliance level of progression. If you are able to find one, you are more likely to play the game longer and extract more joy out from it. Second, be lucky. Finding an alliance can be a hassle and, in the worst case, cause a lot of stress. So remember to cite those morning luck mantras regularly. 3. Join the official Marvel Discord server. Verify yourself with phone number and try to find an alliance that is Platinum in War and is doing at least Ultimus 7.5 in raids. You might need to do some sweet talk to find an alliance like this, or find an alliance that is desperate for members, if you are to do this below level 50. 4. You can try to use the Alliance Finder from the Scopely webpage. Your search will last 24 hours, and during that time you might receive Alliance invitations. It uses total collection power as filter, so this might be a hard sell. 5. Look at the players on your arena chart and try to join alliances through them, if they have war rank Platinum on the Alliance tag. Using random letters and or words, you can try to find alliance through the in-game alliance search function. This is grueling work, but it might get you an alliance that has multiple vacant spots, doesn't search players with the search function, and are not in Discord. This type of a casual / about to die alliances are many out there, but their TCP might still keep them in war rank Platinum and complete Ultimus 7.5 with 30% ratio. And lastly, an ideal case is to find as big and active alliance as possible, you being the smallest member. And when you do this, try to make yourself useful, at least in the World Warrior milestone. Don't just idle in the raids, attack with every energy possible, blitz a lot, and do your arena attacks. Use that new player energy to do your path.